Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, okie dokie, boomer. BOOMER, please your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on
Okie
a
dokie,
beat, boy.
boomer.
Oh no.
Yes. Oh, yes. There she is. Miss Enchanted Fairy. Is that what you are tonight?
Yes, I'm definitely enchanted.
I'm definitely enchanted too. Actually, it's an enchantment with a curse, I guess. So I got my mop on today. This is Professor Oz hair. Just so you know, I'm gonna adjust it here. Can I even adjust it on camera? Is that kosher or what? What the hell?
I don't know. How's our sound, guys? It almost sounds like you're coming through a different mic or something. I don't know. There's a lot of room sound.
There's a lot of room sound.
There. Now it's better.
It's better now? It's better
Maybe you were
now.
just too far away from your mic.
Maybe I was. I kind of like this hair. Actually.
I do. It reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Who was the Dukes of Hazzard guy? John Snyder?
John
Is that his
Snyder?
name?
Is that?
John Snyder?
Yeah. God, he's old now. Steve Cutler says it looks smart. That's a push, Steve. That's a push. Hey, Fred Edwards. There's Keith. Keith Hayes. No joke. You had a good show this morning, Keith, covering the climate. Hey, Zox, Vox, Vix. Jim, what's up, Jim? Jim, are you the Jim that sent me the Steve Cutler song? Let's see. We've got one, something special from Jim. Kamshwari Kate. Hi, Kamshwari Kate. Who's over on the Roar Media?
Oh, we got lots of people hanging out on Roar. Hey, Horny Unicorn. Always good to see you. Lucky Burrito. I love how you guys like make this a big thing on Saturday nights because it's a big thing for us to come hang out with you guys. Vaz Adams, thanks for joining us. Let's see who else is in here. Raw. I loved your message. We're glad to be up with you early in the morning. We greet you. Jilly. Hey, Jilly.
Oz always has a buzz. Oz has always got the buzz going on.
Hey, Holly. Hanging out over at the KTRD.
KTRD. Yeah. I'm gonna,
KRTD.
KRTD. I'm not over there, but I'm glad Holly's over there. Holly Horn, good to see you. Oz's mic still has the French fries. James, like, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I don't know what to say. I'll keep working on it. It's microphone in progress, but as long as Chanda sounds good, that's what counts. A dingo.
It took us a year to get mine dialed in. Now it's going to take us a year to get yours.
Yeah, probably will. Anyway, I just want to point out this card here tonight. Chanda and I had our Jupiter's Legacy suits on, and we went over to help out. There was some cops here. I think this is in L.A., but they were beating the shit out of counter protesters. And here's what happened. We got our ass kicked, Chanda, but check this out.
Get back on the sidewalk. Get back on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. Get back on the sidewalk.
Get on the sidewalk. Oh, shit. Just knock the lady down, man. I think that was in L.A. Somebody in the chat, if it's not in L.A., but man, oh man, that's pretty brutal. I was watching that and I'm thinking, God, is this what's out there everywhere? That looks like Portland.
Yeah, it kind of does look like Portland. That's what I thought it was Portland. might be, but yeah, they'll get on the sidewalk. Get on the sidewalk. Why? Because they own the streets and they know it.
Well, that's not gonna work out well, because one of these days people are gonna get sick and tired of this shit. And I don't know what the issues were, but it just seemed like that one dude with his Nerf gun there that shoots the hard plastic balls. That's just crazy. But that was just that's why we got our ass kicked. Chanda, you look like you took the brunt of the beating there.
I did.
And Oz Demel there got his head and nose broke. So anyway, still looking good. Still looking good. Anyway, on a high note, we went to Vegas with Brother Pasta the other night, and Sister Fee. Just want to drop this to you. We're doing a promotional tour for Convo Couch. We're playing some. It looks like blackjack, isn't that blackjack? That's blackjack.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
blackjack. And you've got your Tilda Swinton look on there, right?
I know, totally Tilda.
Yeah, and I've got what my hair actually is supposed to look like there. And then Fee looks great there. I think I've seen.
Fee looks great.
Seen her.
Pasta.
Yeah, Pasta's got his. What would you call that? Frat cut there, I think. Yeah, so anyway, that's Beauty and the Boomer and the Combo Couch. We love working with Sister Fee and Brother Johnny and Brother P. So we're going to throw these promos out from time to time. We're not trying to steal their fire by any means, because we're already burnt down. So we don't have to worry about it. So anyway, let's get the basics out of the way. I'm sorry I'm buzzing. I didn't know my mic was buzzing that bad. Damn it, Janet. And my microphone's like all over the place. I think I'm gonna have to set something on it here to keep it up. I need a different mic stand. Anyway, let's get this out of the way, and we want to fair use ourselves, because we were told you need to fair use that by Sister Amber. She wants to make sure we get that out there, and
Fair use.
Fair use. So we're trying to fairly use things from everybody else, and other than original content. What the hell is this? Is this your wish for my next hairstyle? Is that what that is?
That was my payback.
God, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool.
I thought you would.
Yeah, I do like that.
Well, since my reface has been broken, you've been kind of brutal. So
yeah, I know. I
had to get a payback.
I've been trying to do my thing here. So, God, this hair is kind of nice. At least I'm not eating it like I do with the long wigs. So
that's true.
Yeah. So
you learned your lesson. I noticed you haven't worn the long ones in a while.
No, I wore that. What's your boyfriend from Lord of the Rings last week? That was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was it.
Keely
from Lord of the Rings, and yes, over on Rockfin, we're still creeping up, but not like leaps and bounds like we were before. So come on, give us some more followers. If you haven't subscribed on Rockfin, please subscribe. It'd be nice if you subscribe through Roar Media, but any of our sisters and brothers over there, just follow us all. We'd appreciate that. Gets us up in the algorithm. And just some good news out of the gate. This bootleg fire and others are just out of frickin' control. So the country's burning down, and people are fighting over what, Chanda? I don't know what the hell's going on. 1 million acres burn in the western United States and Canada as another heat wave builds. I don't see a heat wave building up here. Do you?
No, not in the Northwest, but there is in the Southwest.
Okay. So the Southwest is cooking, right?
Yeah, the Southwest is cooking right now. They're in the same shit we were 2 weeks ago.
I used to live in Paradise Valley in Phoenix, and in the summertime, I could basically fry an egg on the asphalt. It was no kidding.
Phoenix is getting floods right now. Have you seen the fucking flood videos?
They're like
crazy.
they're like Germany. They're getting
Well, Germany's got them beat by far, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. They do, and I think we've got a clip of that here. Let's bring this in. Is this Germany, or do you know?
This is Germany.
This is Germany. I think.
Yes.
This is Germany. Let's take a quick look at this. This is spooky.
Yes, it is. Wow. I've seen water that deep here locally in my lifetime.
Yeah, I have too. And again, if this isn't Germany, I apologize. I did see a couple from Germany. I think No Joke had some on this morning. It was crazy. This flooding, and this is like 2 inches in 1 hour or something, right?
They
now?
all said it came so fast too. Like
Yeah.
they had no warning.
Yeah, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. So yes, there is a climate change, and that's crazy. How does that even work? Wow, look at that. Whoa.
Listen to that rain.
Yeah.
We were supposed to get rain yesterday and we didn't. We're like, I don't know, we're like at least 2 months without rain now.
I got some rain. I got some rain. We woke up to some rain yesterday.
Did you get some rain? We didn't get
Yeah,
any.
we just got
maybe a light dusting if we did.
Yeah, and you brought this, right?
Yeah, this was before and after. This is one town in is it in the Netherlands? I can't remember where it is.
Netherlands. Wow.
But
So-
there's multiple countries that are impacted.
All right. So, wow. How does your infrastructure even stay together with that kind of stuff?
Right, and if you go watch the videos, the town's imploded because all of the piping that was below the street level, so under the sidewalk, all of the fill and shit that had built the cities up, the whole city fucking collapsed onto its own, understructure.
Oh my God. Wow. That's and they're talking about this so nonchalantly that this is the new normal and everything else. This is a big deal. Why don't we see that so much in Western media?
Well, actually, if you're watching Western media this week, they are fear porning with this. I mean, they're using it, pushing their climate agenda.
Yeah, well, they're going to try and bend it and twist it with something. So
We know what that is. Yeah.
So I just wow. So that's our weather report for tonight. How you doing, Chanda? Do you have enough? You have enough Kush to get through the cushy show, or what?
Oh yeah, I got me the OG Kush. I'm doing it old school.
Okay, and I'm not drinking tonight. I'm sorry. SF Thomas Oz looks pretty Bon Jovi with that do. I'm am I getting out?
It's my life.
Yeah, shit. I think Bon Jovi's going bald like a lot of us guys are. So I don't know. Maybe he's not. I always liked his hair too.
I don't know. He's too nice of a guy. I'm telling you, there's something off.
Yeah, there are. So, yeah. Let's see. Well, let's get right down into it. We don't have a 10-hour show tonight. I hope everybody's happy to hear that. We're going to keep it
Maybe
2 hours and under. That's our litmus test. So
that's what we're trying.
yeah, that's what we're trying. Anyway, this really stood out to me this week. This is crazy. I'll let you go first.
Crazy
Yeah,
balls. Are you fucking kidding? Oh my God. I mean, we knew fascism was on the rise, but bam, smack in your face, man. They're coming for your books next.
Yeah, they are. Matt Taibbi expressed my sentiments. This is so completely fucked, unbelievable. And for all the above reasons, this was Jen Psaki the other day justifying what I'm calling fascism, not on the rise, but actually here. So
Yeah, no, it's here.
we got a couple of clips, and this is Linda's going to me this morning. We're working on the show together, and she said, "God, you and Chanda put the same stuff in there." I go, "What?" And I'm looking, and she's saying, "Look, Shanda's got it on slide, here and here, and you just brought the same damn clips. Did you cut them in the same damn place?" And I go, "Probably."
Sometimes we do.
So anyway, but this one I got to salvage from what I brought. So again, I'm going to show this first.
Yeah, I saw it was on there, and I was like, well, okay, I'll just move them all together.
Yeah, so I salvaged this one. This is Oz. I think it's like 30 seconds.
So a couple of the steps that we have, that could be constructive for the public health of the country are providing for Facebook or other platforms to measure and publicly share the impact of misinformation on their platform and the audience it's reaching. Also with the public, with all of you, to create robust enforcement strategies that bridge their properties and provide transparency about rules. You shouldn't be banned from one platform and not others if you are for providing misinformation out there. Taking faster action against harmful posts.
I can't believe she just said that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be banned from one platform without being banned on another. That should get everybody's ire up, I'm thinking. What's your feeling on that?
No, nothing does. Nothing phases the asleep, walking American publics. No, nothing. I mean, No, this will, well, yeah, yeah. If you're saying something bad, they ban you off all of them. They're a private company, right? That's what we keep getting fucking told. But well, I love Jimmy's analysis of the printing press. Like, what if the
Yeah.
founders of the printing press decided that no, I don't like what you're saying, so you don't get to buy one. You know?
Yeah, I think most of our sisters and brothers in media today, in independent media, were losing their shit over this the last few days, and they should, and everybody else should too. You know, it's about the arbiter of truth here, and they are going to set this up so it's not going to be about misinformation for the jab. It's going to be about anything they damn well please, and they're going to justify it, and it has been. So they're going to screw us 17 different ways from Sunday. And you brought this. Now this is a little exchange between Peter Ducey and Jen Psaki. Is that correct?
Yeah, but just listen to the fucking questions because she's squirming, she's dancing.
Yeah, not the biggest fan of Peter Ducey, if a fan at all.
No, I'm not a freaking fan either, but at least he put some fucking heat on it.
Isn't it weird that the cons, they're the ones that are calling this shit out, and it seems like the establishment Dems are silent? So
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, they always are.
This is crazy. News Junkie cartoons, I love that.
And then, speaking of misinformation and the announcement from yesterday, for how long has the administration been spying on people's Facebook profiles looking for vaccine misinformation?
Well, that was quite a loaded and inaccurate question, which I would refute.
How?
Well, Peter, first of all, as you know, we're in a regular touch with a range of media outlets.
And we expect the White House to watch
let me
you
finish.
watch, but
As we
people are
are
on Facebook.
as we are in regular touch with social media platforms. This is publicly open information. People sharing information online, just as you are all reporting information on your news stations.
But, okay, so these 12 people who you have on a list, 12 individuals, do they know that somebody at the Surgeon General's office is going through their profile?
I'm happy to get you the citation of where that comes from. There's no secret list. I will tell you that these are people who are sharing information on public platforms on Facebook, information that is traveling, is inaccurate. Our biggest concern here, and I frankly think it should be your biggest concern, is the number of people who are dying around the country because they're getting misinformation that is leading them to not take a vaccine.
But-
Young people, old people, kids, children, this is all a lot of them are being impacted by
The
misinformation.
big concern, though, I think, for a lot of people on Facebook is that now this is Big Brother watching you.
They're more concerned about that than people dying across the country because of
There it
a
is.
pandemic.
There it is. They're more concerned about people dying than their personal freedoms, their personal securities.
Yeah, this is served up on a silver platter for the administration. This is just, it couldn't be any better for them because they can, and Obama started this shit. It wasn't
Oh,
Trump.
yeah, he did.
Obama started this. So again,
Well, to be fair, Bush started this with the fucking Patriot Act.
Bush
and we kept
started-
telling you guys, no, they're just going to take all of your fucking rights away with this act.
yeah, I stand corrected, Chanda. Yeah, Bush started it with the Patriot Act
But
when.
come on, the neolibs were up his ass kissing it the whole fucking time.
Yeah, it was, what was it? A unanimous vote, if not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
one back then. So again, this is. You talk about slippery slopes. This is the Olympic ski run right here. This is crazy. And, to justify anything like that through the way they're going about it is crazy. It's 1984. It's what all of our sisters and brothers have been talking about on independent media for the last, broke Thursday? For the last 3 days. And it's nuts. And I just, watch out because they're coming for you. And there's.
Well, every time something like this happens, I remember 2016 being in Philadelphia when Bernie, did what he did at the DNC convention. And I called home and I was just like, it's done. It's over. We lost. And we knew that this was coming. Like, we couldn't explain it to people. Like,
This is a
we are.
no-brainer. So, we're not. Well, anyway, I don't need to explain ourselves. We've explained our position time and time again. Now, can you tell me about this? Now, this is Jen Zuckerberg. Is this who this is? Or
right. I brought the pictures of them that they look a lot alike, and they sure sounded a lot alike this week. And so this is a great mashup.
Okay, this is great. What's he going to talk about?
think this was taken from his Senate hearing.
On what would be useful here, it is, of course, in the operations of the company. If someone reports something, sometimes necessary for people at the company to go review and understand the context around what is happening when someone reports something. So this is fairly frequent and is a matter of course. We do have security systems that can detect anomalous patterns to flag, but we should follow up in more detail on what you're interested in, and that I'd be happy to follow up and get you and your team the information that you would like on this. But I'm limited in what I can, what I'm familiar with and can share today. Without having looked into this, I'm not aware of any sensitivity that might exist around that. So I don't think it would be wise for me to commit to that right now. Once I've had a chance to discuss with my team what any sensitivity around that would be, that might prevent.
They're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, that sounded like a lot. That sounded a lot like his sister Jen.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean that's
got the circle back around.
Yeah, he said a whole lot of nothing in what, a minute and 17 seconds. So
Yep.
I don't know. I was quite fond of this one. Did you see this?
Oh my God, yes, I saw this one. This one made me horrified to the core too.
Yeah, this is so. You know, the Surgeon General's role is been a certain way over the years. Advisory. And now I've got this one. It says, online misinformation killing people, President Joe Biden says. And this was like a 2-minute news thing that I picked up from Reuters yesterday. But look at the ratio down there. 1.1K thumbs up and almost 6 down, 5.6K down. And I happened to screen capture it at the perfect point. Does that guy even believe what he's saying right there?
He probably can convince himself that he does. I look at the power that he's been given because they're routing all of this bullshit through his office and HHS, right? So he's the one who's trolling these 12 people for misinformation that, Jen brought up, but she never wanted to actually name. When she got asked who the hell they were, she's like, well, I don't have a list. Well, then why the fuck did you even cite them in the first place?
It's crazy. And again, I would be doing this whoever was in charge if they were pushing this kind of shit. It doesn't make any difference who it is. So I'm not beating specifically up on anyone other than who's in the charge of the country right now. Caitlin Johnstone had to throw this one in here. I think she kind of nailed it. The U.S. government threatens tech companies to push censorship agendas. So while antitrust laws ostensibly exist to protect the citizenry from corporate power, here they are being leveraged to ensure the union of corporate power and state power. And I thought that was kind of the definition of fascism. Isn't that what the definition of fascism is?
Yeah, what they're doing is total straight up fascism.
So if they expect the people to be trusting them, I don't think this is the best way to do it. Do you?
This is the way it always starts. So we knew that. We knew.
Yeah, it's
like, how did the German people fall for that?
Yeah, and
falling for it.
And believe me, everybody who was watching, I've got my opinion embedded at the end of this clip, and I'm sharing it with 2 scientists and Allison Murrow from a cast she did this morning, and they kind of sum it up for me. But here's Brother Jimmy, in the words of Cornel West. Brother Jimmy. So the government is teaming up with private corporations who have a monopoly on social media and are instructing them on who to censor and when. Pretty sure there's a word for this, and it starts with an F and ends with an assism. Congrats, TYT and The Intercept and all the shit libs you won. I like Glenn Greenwald's comment here. Seriously, who the fuck is the White House to be dictating who should and who should not be banned from social media platforms, to keep lists of who they think they are, the spreaders of misinformation, and then pressure companies to regulate, to obey? This is pernicious shit. And this is exactly what's going on. And I have to go with Glenn and, of course, Jimmy there once again.
You laughed when they came for Alex Jones. You laughed when they came for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Now they're coming for you.
They're coming for you. And they're speaking of that, we've had some pretty hanky downloads on our operating system the last couple of days. So pay attention to those. This is our fearless leader. You brought this one again, and this is another one that we doubled up on. So here we go.
Opposing misinformation. What's your message to platforms like Facebook?
They're killing people. I mean, look, the only pandemic we have is among the unvaccinated. And they're killing people.
Are we in
All right, Linda, I think I won that bet. Linda and I had a bet that you were going to say something, and I was a little more harsh with what you were going to say. You said, look at how he's stumbling. Trump was bad, but this is worse. I said, Chanda ran this clip that long so she could show everybody what kind of stick and how far it was shoved up Joe's ass. So I think I still won the bet, Linda. So
I think you were. I was being kind about it.
You were being kind.
Roundabout. That's what I was.
I was being crude. Sorry.
Well, those depends. They crawl. If you want to.
God, yeah, I know. And here we go again. Did you bring this? I think you brought this, didn't you?
I did. This is Caitlin. She says, can't get over how blazing the Biden administration is, just announced that it's their place to determine who should be banned for social media platforms, and how little black backlash there is against this. Just imagine if Trump had done this. Seriously, imagine if Trump had done this.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh my God, the world would have been coming to a freaking end. He was Hitler. He would be taking
oh my
over.
God, yeah, people would be losing their shit right and left. So for all you TDS people out here, here's your moment of hypocrisy, like Lee says, moment of clarity. But this is and don't tell us you wouldn't be like that. That's
right.
just
You still are like that.
You're still like that. I mean, you got Tom Hartman on your team now. I mean, you're just it's crazy. The academics and the people that I used to respect 100% for their work, and they're just like TDS to death. Not to mention Hollywood. This I'm not going to read all these, but the one in the middle, this is another one from Glenn Greenwald. There's a good reason people distrust the government, which lies constantly, and health experts who have also lied constantly, along with getting much wrong and worse, politicizing the C word advice, stay home and go to BLM protests. People lost faith in institutions of authority. Ask why. And wasn't the Biden administration, pre-Biden administration, weren't they encouraging everybody to go out and vote back then when Bernie was still in the race?
Yeah, totally. Remember, that's why Bernie dogged out. You didn't want people to go vote.
Yeah, you didn't want to go vote. And Bernie, I think he should have not.
But Biden didn't budge one bit. Biden was like, get out there and vote.
No, that's one more reason the primary was so fucking rigged. It was ridiculous. Now, we're going to close this segment out right here with this little ditty I picked up. This is from Allison Morrow. She's on Rockfin now. She's on YouTube too. She's was working for CNN, but she is an experienced reporter. And she had two, I believe these are scientists. I didn't get a chance to check their creds today, but they are scientists. Julie Bach and Patrick Shaw Stewart. And they kind of sum up, at least Julie does, my view of this whole situation on this. So let's give this a listen and see if you guys concur. If not, that's fine too, but check it out.
I'd also like to rather than just try and suppress the whole conversation, I think that's just not going to work.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, to not just tell people this is misinformation, but not say why. That's not terribly helpful. And that's really not what scientists do. Like when we write papers, we say, I'm claiming this, and here are my reasons, and here's my evidence, and there you go. So we don't just say, I'm claiming this, and then we don't say anything further. So I think that would be helpful very much. I also know that this is probably...
WHO or experts say, Julia. They'll say, experts say. Studies show. That's how they usually qualify.
Okay, it's a link to the study. And let me decide whether it is rational or not. I understand that some people maybe don't have the scientific background to read the evidence, but there are plenty of people out there who do. And then, like I said, the solution to bad speech is more speech. So
Bingo.
People will comment and say, like, no, I don't think this is right, or I have a problem with their reasoning, or here's where I think they went wrong. So I think, yeah, just labeling something misinformation is not terribly helpful. Give us a reason why it isn't. And I know this is a pipe dream, but I would like a lot of people just to say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Like a lot of scientists are not, they're thinking that, well, I will never be trusted again. I will never, but actually it goes a long way towards saying, I'm a human being. I make mistakes. I made an error here. I've seen more evidence. I think that maybe this might be right. But it's true that, yeah, people have sunk opportunity costs, and they just feel like they're not going to have a future if they say, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. But like I said, you're a human being. Act like one. It's fine to say that.
Yeah.
It's very impressive when scientists change their mind.
Yeah.
Yes, and it shows that they're doing science, in my opinion, right? I mean, isn't that how it works? You learn new things, and then you change your mind. And that's, again, why I say that these fossilized community guideline rules, which protect the status quo, are completely antithetical to science. I don't know how you talk about science in a world like that. You definitely can't do journalism, because journalism is supposed to be asking questions, especially uncomfortable questions of those, especially those that are writing the rules. I mean, that's a whole point. And
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I what do you think? I
can't agree more.
Yeah, I mean, you've got two scientists there, and you've got a reporter, an experienced reporter, who kind of voices what we're talking about. They're trying to stop all discussion on it, good or bad. And my question is, if they're trying to stop all discussion, why would they do that when it certainly, from their point of view, should shore up their case?
Because your government loves you, and your government wants to take care of you.
Yeah, they've never lied to us about anything.
No.
They've always...
They're here to protect you.
They've always been here to represent the people. That's why we don't have universal, fully funded health care for the country in times of a pandemic. So I guess take it what you want. And I want to give Allison Murrow a shout out. She's on Rockfin. Go over there, follow her if you're inclined to, subscribe through her. But we'd rather you subscribe through us. We need that support. But so far, so good. I've just started following her within the last month or so, and she seems pretty right on. So Allison Murrow, I'm giving you a shout out. I paid for my $6 shout out over on your thread this morning, so I'm paying you back right here. So anyway, I think that was good. That pretty much closes up that segment. I don't want to beat the hell out of it any more than I did. Keith Hayes said most people don't need no stinking evidence. I knew I was going to push his button. So that was where it's at. What the hell is this? You got me in a diaper there on my Sunday night getting ready to go to bed? What the hell is that?
This is my rebellious card. So a couple of these have got me in deep shit this week on Facebook. But the first one says, waiting in line for your 50th vaccine to stop the new strain, and it's the meat suit from Men in Black.
Oh, yeah, that was
And then
great.
this next one I got from Sister Amber. And the minute I put it up, man, I took a ton of shit. I got called an anti-vaxxer, which I absolutely am not. But it says, imagine a world where there was a 99.7% chance that you would not shit your pants, but you were forced to wear a diaper just in case. Not for you, but for others.
Yeah, I can see where you'd be getting a little shit from that. So anyway, that's...
Still funny.
Do we
I
have-
go fuck you if you can't laugh.
Do we have to put the disclaimer up that the views of these people are not what we at the station and all that shit? I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm losing my
I'm
mind.
tired of this shit. I'm not saying anything. It's funny. You either laugh at it or you don't. I
Yeah.
tell you I'm not an anti-vaxxer, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, It is what it is, everybody, and we better start getting around this stuff, particularly when it comes to the climate crisis. I'm going to give No Joke a shout out. They had Sister Savage Joy on there this morning, and the majority of the show was based on catastrophic climate change. So check out No Joke from today. Brother Keith, and Amos, and Marcus, and Joy did a great job. So No Joke, and that's over at the Uphill Media channel. Check it out. You brought this. What is this?
Okay, so yesterday I stopped by my weed store, and I go in, and the manager I've known for a long time, he tells me, I mean, we're talking about the fact that there's no change in town. For some reason, we have a change shortage in my little town. But he tells me, oh, did you know there's solar flares coming that are going to knock out the internet, so we won't even be able to process credit cards?
What?
And I was like, when? And he's like, it's on its way. It's on its way. There's a big flare. It's headed this way. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. If it was that big of a deal, I should have heard about it. And so this morning I remembered it, and I plugged it into YouTube, the solar flares, outages 2021. And I get this, see fact checks in YouTube search results. And then it pops up that this is false information. A claim that a massive solar storm is imminently approaching Earth is rated false. And that is fact checked by the USA Today. Because, I always go to the USA Today for facts.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a prime example of this. So it says information panels are only available in a limited number of countries and regions and language. We are working on bringing information panels to all countries. And it just goes on to just be disgusting.
Oh, my God. So this is state information, I'm assuming. So
this is what you see now.
Silicon Valley information pushed by the state media complex. Yeah, so that's what we're going to get. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, didn't they do this thing about 1999 at midnight when the frickin' clock kicked over? Everybody bought batteries and made sure they had their vibrators up to speed and flashlights and everything.
Solar flares do come mess with us, and they mess with our satellites. If you remember back in the 80s when everybody had Prime Star and like DirecTV and shit, you would have outages in certain months because of the position of the sun and, if there was a solar flare that came in. But I haven't seen any solar issues for a long time, and I keep an eye on that shit.
Well, I know the world's coming to an end anyway, so what the hell. But this is a prime example of what they're doing. They're just it's more propagandization of the public and just more and more of this. What is this video here?
This is Tim Dillon. This is a little bit older one. I don't know, 6 months old or something. But I love what they're talking about.
All right, Tim Dillon away. I know he's popular with some and not so much with others, but we've got a spot in our heart for Tim.
I love Tim.
It's children. It's like children in a schoolyard where you have to say it, but it's one of the reasons the country is becoming ungovernable is because the people are too dumb to be governed. They're too dumb to truly have a government and hold that government accountable. It's children. You have infants running around. You have toddlers. You have to put gates up around the house. You have to say no candy for breakfast. It's just a problem. And, and that's why people say, you're cynical and you're black-pilled or whatever. I'm just like, no, I go out and I meet people and I talk to them and I'm filled with fear. After I meet people, I'm filled with fear. I don't understand people that aren't. I cocoon in a hotel bed at night after I've met people. And I go, these are the people that are supposed to check the Epsteins of the world? God help us. God help us. I mean, you have no hope. There's no hope.
Right, because take Epstein again. Why
this is a holiday episode.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
I don't know what you want to hear.
Because take Epstein as an example again. The guy was convicted of pedophilia in 2007.
Yeah.
He was sentenced for less months in jail than his butler, who supposedly obstructed justice by not giving evidence about him. And then for 12 years, everything was fine. Everyone's flying around in his plane.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's in the news again. This is a bad guy. We kind of knew 12 years ago he was a bad guy.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but again, and now it's all political. And I feed into it too because I tweet the Clintons are scumbags, but everybody's yeah, the Clintons. I'm they're two people in a sea of nefarious character.
That's
Absolutely. It reminds me of our trips to Walmart.
Oh God, Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, that's.
I give up all hope for humanity when
Oh
I walk
yeah,
into a Walmart.
I know. I used up the last of my holy water the other day when I went into Walmart. I just, that bursting into flames is not too appealing. But every time I go into Walmart, it's like. And have you ever noticed that when you get stuff from Walmart, it tastes a little bit off of what the package is? It says it's one thing, and then it kind of tastes like swamp water or something else.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me, man? So, God help you if you buy the meat there. Whoa.
Yeah, so bad.
We're messed. So you brought up breaking points. What the hell?
I did. I brought a Sagar's radar from this week because he is talking about. Sagar's been following the Epstein case for a long, long time too, just like I have. And we kind of had some breaking news in the Epstein case. We've had quite a few little tidbits happen that are funny and whatnot, but this is kind of major, and it really speaks to the fucking level of corruption and how long it's been corrupt.
She said tidbits. Ha 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 ha.
Tidbits.
Quit moving on me. There we go.
A new book by journalist Julie K. Brown, she brought this entire case to light, answers some of that question. Political corruption absolutely was a big part of how Epstein walked free. Journalist Julie Brown, she's the one who shed this light, she says is largely responsible for all the new developments in the case, says that Kenneth Starr, who you might remember as the prosecutor who went after Bill Clinton, underwent a, quote, scorched earth campaign to keep him out of prison. Now, Brown details how Starr was hired by Epstein's team because, if you might recall, back in the 2000s, George W. Bush administration was ruling the country, and he had good connections there. Brown reveals that when Epstein's team thought that he was in serious legal jeopardy, Starr came in and ran the show, writing an 8-page letter to Mark Phillip. Mark Phillip was the second most powerful prosecutor in the country and the then Deputy Attorney General. It just so happens that Phillip was the former colleague of Kenneth Starr. They had worked together before, and that Starr himself used much of the flourishes that he did from the Starr report against Bill Clinton in his defense of Epstein.
An old villain from a way back time reappears.
Kenny Starr. Man.
Kenny Starr, who was supposed to be taking the Clintons down, protects Clinton's best friend.
Well, that makes you kind of crazy, since it's not anything that's surprising.
No, it's not surprising that they've been this corrupt for that long. It's just funny, like Mueller, right? These special appointed prosecutors that are going to take them down, and we get the partisan politics and. Nothing ever happens.
I did have a question. Does Ken Starr work at MSNBS now too, with all the rest of the FBI?
Does he? I don't know. I don't watch that crap. It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean the special correspondent Ken Starr, or is he Fox or whatever? I don't know anymore. This next one, you knocked it out of the park with this one. This shit's happening now.
Yeah, homeless, please help. He's on the sidewalk. Homeless, please help. She's in her car. Homeless, please help. It's a kid in school. Homeless, please help. It's a woman working.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who's homeless right now.
We ain't kidding. And can you tell me something? I'm a little slow because I've had my head somewhere where it doesn't belong. What
that wig?
No, in the wig for one thing. Yeah. What is the difference between houseless and homeless?
Homeless, you have a home, right? My community is my home. The people I know in my community, that's my home. I'm houseless because I don't have a roof over my head.
Oh, okay. So this is okay. So it's houseless.
We got to quit saying homeless because it makes them sound like they come from somewhere else. They don't belong here. They're not a part of this community.
Yeah, the projection, the image of a homeless person varies when it's right in front of your eyes. It could be your cashier. It could be your kid in school. It could be at the restaurant. All of this shit, and certainly it's blown. It's going crazy.
I saw a video of a kid who was going after his doctorate at UCLA.
Yeah.
And he literally was sleeping in his freaking car.
Yeah, I saw that too. There has been a couple of them like that. And A lot of college students, they just basically use the facilities on campus, whether it's community or whatever,
Right.
and they basically sleep where they can and go to class, and that's crazy. So you just can't do it. Now, okay, yeah, we have a clip from our show this morning, no joke, and the Joy was on there, and I wanted to share this because I think she made a very salient point about the incredible support that she's getting from all of our representatives around the country. It's just phenomenal. I mean, they're booking appearances. They're going to speak at these Medicare for All marches. And, I'm sorry, that's in another reality. That's not happening. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ones that are coming forward, because there is some awesome people that have came forward.
But none of the representatives.
No, the fucking representatives. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Just anyway, check this out. This pissed me off once again.
Saying we need Medicare for all. We have AOC, who hasn't tweeted the words Medicare for all in months. I think people need to stop the hero worship and realize that electoral politics ain't it. Like, if you want to vote and stuff, absolutely. There's nothing wrong in that. But what has that gotten us? Like, the Democrats have the presidency, Senate, Congress, and what? What have we gotten? We are still watching eugenics of the poor. We're watching it. And they don't care. So we, the people, need to prove that the people are stronger than the people in power, the power of the people. And, it's time to demand, not just ask, not just settle for breadcrumbs. We need to demand. And we do have a list of demands. And we're setting up an Action Network petition that we will be submitting to Congress. And we will also be printing out tangible copies at all of the marches for handwritten signatures, which I will then get notarized and send to Congress. We are also making a demand that members of Congress who have said that they supposedly support Medicare for all.
So here we are, and not any of the representatives are going to march with these people, or
no, they're going to do their own thing. Didn't you see what AOC and Miss Nina Turner are doing on the same day?
Yeah, they're having a another event. Is that in Ohio?
Yeah.
And it's not even in Cleveland. So that was the other thing. And I cut that a little too soon, I think, because Jayapal, who's the chair of the Progressive Caucus up here, she can't even tweet about it or promote it, Medicare for All March. And she's the one that wrote the damn Medicare bill that was, in fact, pretty damn good. But now she's like running from it. So I submit once again, this is controlled opposition. And I'm telling you guys, get your little, just write it down here. Before you support any of these incumbent shitlibs, you better tell them that they need to sign a commitment to when they get back into office or they get elected for the first time, they are going to fully throated go for universal health care. Not just tweet. They're going to actually do what they campaigned on, like AOC did not at all. And I don't care if you love AOC or we need her or we need more of her bullshit. She had her chance. She said she was going to knock it out in one term. She even said, I don't care if I'm only one term. We need Medicare for all now.
What changed?
And what changed? What changed was a $170,000 a year paycheck. Was the cover of Vogue and Esquire and everything else. Was kissing Mama Bear's ass and voting present. Voting present when her one vote could have stopped $2 billion going to the Capitol Police.
Yep.
$2 billion. How much would $2 billion help with health care, actual real health care around the country? And we're militarizing the police force. So I got to say, again, these representatives, unless they sign a commitment that we can shove in their face and hold up to everybody to show what cucks they are when they get into office, then they will not get my support. In fact, I will campaign against them. I'm not going to campaign for the other side. And you say, well, de facto, if you campaign against them, you're supporting the bullshit. We have to come together with our sisters and brothers on the other side of these issues and meet where we need to save this country from this kind of
in the streets
meet
under
in
grassroots
the
organizers.
Streets. We need to get out there and do that. Well, Oz, you're not out in the street. Well, I'll be out in the streets. So I'm going to push.
Hey, you'll be pushing how many live streams out to the people who can't get in the streets?
Yeah, on this one I will. But when I'm in the streets, if I can get somebody to push my wheelchair,
I'll push it.
I will go. I'll be there. And I know Joy, she can't even march in this thing because she's blind. And her insurance carrier said, no. You're not walking 2 miles in Washington, D.C. You're not even familiar with it. You're 80, 90% blind. No way. Yeah. So she can't, but she's going to be there. And I would probably think maybe somebody's going to push her, or they're going to transport her to, wherever it goes. She's going to be there. And she has busted her ass with many other people trying to organize this thing. They have taken so much bullshit from shit libs and those who support this idea of how did our friends used to say it? People to reform the Democratic Party? Are you effing kidding me? What a bunch of bullshit. You can't reform that party. There's no way. Electoral politics is not going to change this. I know I'm preaching to the choir here. We have to get in the streets and demand these bullshit politicians fight for universal health care, particularly in the time of a pandemic, and stop their horse shit. As a matter of fact, Jaya Paul will never get a vote from me because she has betrayed us so bad.
Betrayed us. You know how much time and money and energy I spent on Jayapal, freaking knocking on doors and making phone calls?
No more. We're done. They had their shot. Now they're preaching the party line. Ain't going to happen. Sorry. And news to our so-called progressives who are running against incumbents in Washington State. All of you, you're going to have to sign a pledge at the least supporting Medicare for all and actually doing something about it, because you're not going to get my vote before the election until you do. That's going to get you the vote. And then if you go back on it, I'm going to publish this pledge that you signed, and I'm going to ram it down your throat. So that's what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, but I'm really passionate about this, as is Chanda and everybody here at Roar Media. And
we just got a super chat from the Natural Progressive. Is that Chris? Chris, is that you?
Is that you, Chris?
Is that you? I hope so.
Yeah,
I miss
Chris.
you so much.
Say hi, Chris. Say hi to Chris, everybody. She's over on the Natural Progressive. She gave us a thumbs up and a super chat. Thank you so much, Chris. How are you feeling? We hope you're feeling better. We want to have you on the show. Dames of Doom is back.
Yes,
they had a
came back last week.
Great show. Great visuals. We got a great bumper I think you'll approve of, so check it out. Thank you, Chris. Good to see you. There's Marcus. Marcus is in there with it. Hi, Marcus.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you. Oh yes, we love you too. We love you too, Chris. Yeah, that's great. We got all of our friends over there on the Natural Progressive. Got to give them a shout out. Let's shout out our friends on the Rockfin, shall we?
Rockfin, Jenna Colby. That bunny video is to die for. So cute, those little bunnies.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then we got some Super Rays over there. We're feeling the love tonight. Thank you. Anna Maris. Anna Maris dropped us. Oh, thank you, Anna Maris. It's so nice. Anna Maris. I'm one of your fans, Anna. You are just everywhere, and you're right on the side. And she said in answer to the Psaki, the jab segment skit, that was the best answer I ever got on Allison's show. Thank you for playing that, Oz. Thank you for the Super Ray, Anna. That's very nice. And yeah, Allison, I saw you in there this morning, Anna. And Linda Anthony, our newest production person, dropped us a Super Ray over there. Thank you, Linda. You have been a lifesaver. You've taken so much stress off of Chanda and I building these shows. We hope you keep doing it again. Thank you so much, everybody, for the love and support. And let's move along. Let's move along. So
along.
What do we got here? Oh, Kim Iverson. I don't bring Kim that much.
You don't bring Kim very much, but I'm glad to see her on the deck.
Yeah. Let's get Kim over. Kim kind of sums it up right here. That's I agree with Kim implicitly on this, and that's a terrible capture spot. What's she doing? Kissing?
I know, but great shade of lipstick.
Yeah, it is a great shade of lipstick. I think I've got one. It's kind of a plum. So yeah, here we go.
Mine's a Merlot.
The reason why Nancy doesn't want to put the Medicare for All bill on the floor is because she knows it's a death sentence for Democrats when they want to be reelected. She knows that Medicare for All is an extremely popular bill. It's extremely popular with the majority of Americans, that even some Republicans will vote for it. She knows this. She knows that Democrats will have no choice if they want to be reelected but to vote yes on Medicare for All because it is so popular. So she's going to argue, as she has been arguing, that, well, no, it would be too divisive. There would be members of our Democratic Party, House members that would lose their seats because people would, they're in real moderate districts. She gives us all of this lip service. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is that even some Republicans are for Medicare for All, that it is an extremely popular proposition across America.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Kim.
Yeah, nailed it, Kim. And by the way, back in 1992, I think Nancy Pelosi was singing the song of Medicare for All. So once again.
They all were. They all did. Every single freaking one of them.
Yeah, damn hypocrites. But no more. We're not buying it anymore. You can fool me once.
It's that amnesia, Vidal, he was the one who was always talking about American amnesia. We can't freaking remember anything.
I think we need to coin a new word here. Let's call it dimnesia.
Dimnesia. Okay.
Remember that.
Dimnesia.
Damnesia. Anyway, I just want to plug our March for Medicare for All. Now, I saw today that they're up. They had 46. Now they have 50 cities.
Are they up to 50? Okay, last I saw they were at 47.
Yeah, they're up.
Climbing.
They're up to 50, and I hope to God people get out there. And as far as that position just started today. And I hope everybody signs on to that position on the Action Network, because I'm not a big petition guy, but you should sign on to that anyway. But I've got to tell you, I don't care if there's 17 signatures or 17 million. The right thing to do for the public is universal, fully funded health care for everybody, especially during a time of pandemic. And if Congress does what they do with these petitions and throws them in the trash, I think we should feed them to Congress, shred by shred by shred. So we've got Medicare for All marches. We've got Kashama Sawant.
Come join us.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be there. Amber will be there. Come down.
Where are you going to be? You're going to be in Seattle? You want to
I'm going to be in Seattle. Yeah, I'm going to Seattle.
Okay. And Joy's going to be in Washington, D.C. Kashama Sawant's in Washington State. And
there's so many good people around the country. I mean, I can't even name them all. There's so freaking many.
Yeah, and they've been picking up artisans, musicians, all kinds of people who are joining on. So push this week. Let's get everybody out in the streets for what we finally need as a country that most industrialized countries around the world have. We need fully funded, universal health care in the form of a Medicare for All type system. And don't let anybody bullshit you otherwise. And that's what they're going to try and do. We've got this one here, Savage Joy. Once again, and I think she talked about this on No Joke this morning, we have 47 marches across the country, 50 now, and not a single representative will be speaking. Yes, we have reached out to numerous times, including those in the Progressive Caucus. Stop waiting for change to happen with the electoral politics. We, the people, need to demand change ourselves. And Lewis F. says there, of course, they're making more than 170 grand a year plus. All of them have premium health care coverage. They don't care, and they don't care. I mean, that piece of garbage, Rick Larson, up here has been against Medicare for All. Derek Kilmer, Susan Delbeni. They're all... Washington State people say, oh, they're pretty progressive. Well, our representation isn't. It's been totally co-opted by the shit libs, the neo-libs. Got to stop. We got to draw a line in the sand.
We're an example of how other shit libs can be. They look up to us, shit lib wise.
Yeah, Brother Frank over at Frank Analysis. Pramila Jayapal, lowering the Medicare eligibility age to 60 means covering at least 23 million more people. Let's get it done in the reconciliation package. And Brother Franco, he goes, bruh, Hillary Clinton wanted to lower it to 55. How does it feel being less progressive than her on health care? Ooh, it burns, it burns, it burns. Like I said, Pramila Jayapal has turned out to be a big nothing burger.
Good scorch, Franco.
Yeah, good scorch, Brother Franco. You just kick her ass all the way down the street. We're done with you, Pramila. You might as well quit now. Just get the hell out. We don't want you. And take your shit-lib so-called faux progressives with you. We're done with you too.
Where they morph into actual Democrats, and then they get the actual neo-libs that vote for them. This is how this works. This is how they evolve.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's ridiculous. And I'm tired of being a chump. So I think everybody else is too. What the hell is this? What is this?
Well, talking about Hillary, and then they started voting for Jill Stein just to make me lose.
What is that, Hillary on a good hair day, or what the hell?
Yeah.
And you've got what is that? Is that a Precious Moment, Chanda, with the big eyes there, or what the hell is that?
I know, it's kind of creepy.
You're so weird, you creepy everything. I love you for that. That is great. Anyways, swinging over to Cuba. Yeah, I thought this imagery was pretty much it, right? Cuba.
Yep.
For 50 years, 60 years, we have been just screwing them over and over again. And now the state media is using their tools to bullshit about it. I hear AOC stepped in it on Twitter the other day and tried to support both sides. She had to retract it because she got her ass kicked so hard, and she put something else bullshittery back out there.
Good.
Quick news for you. You've already lost. You're done. You can keep winning because people who don't have the information or don't pay enough attention are going to put you back in. That day's coming. It's going to end. Now, I thought this graphic was pretty thoughtful. Guatemala, 1954. Haiti, 1991, 2004, and now probably 221, right? Honduras, El Salvador, the 80s. Nicaragua, Panama, Dominican Republic, 65. Venezuela, 202. Bolivia, 64 in 2019. Chile, 73. Brazil, 64. Argentina, 76. U.S.-backed right-wing military coups in Latin America. Oh, that's not a surprise. Talk about demnesia.
Well, did you see they arrest, or they've got a patsy for the assassination.
Oh yeah,
of the Haitian president. So yeah, they got a fall guy, but we all know. We all know. Now here you go again. You're just making me crazy, Chanda. What the hell? What did I bring? Friendly neighborhood comrade. Yes, Cuba may have a higher life expectancy, a lower infant mortality rate, and a higher literacy rate than the U.S., but are they really free when they don't have the choice to choose between 5,000 different boxes of cereal, all made by the same 10 companies?
Jesus Christ. Talk about word. Jesus. I don't know. It's beyond a wild world here. Now, I brought this one from our friend at Howl Underground, and I know that you follow Howl quite a bit, but I catch these once in a while. And he was talking in response to the big, the smear campaign over from TYT. And
like which one?
Which one? The smear campaign at TYT on Aaron Matei and the support that Aaron's getting from the likes of Max and Jimmy and Glenn and so many others, but I don't want to rehash that because, like I said the other night, Jimmy's got a big enough platform. He's doing a great job kicking their ever-loving asses down the road, along with Brian Grimm and the rest of them. But this I picked out of this statement, and it holds true for so many of those who are smearing the likes of the Medicare for All March, who are smearing Medicare in general, actual health care, who are pushing the corporate propaganda. I think Hal articulated it very nicely here. So let's check it out.
Or any one person in particular. No, it's a general purpose smear. Instead, it's a warning against regressive elements on the left who use their support of good popular ideas like universal health care to cloak conspiracism and a culture of bullying. That's just bullshit. Harassing colleagues, denying war crimes, trying to incite tensions between different minority communities, and allowing homophobia to go unchecked isn't progressive. But holding assholes like you accountable so that we actually can hold people's feet to the fire and get universal health care and get a Green New Deal and stop imperialism in the United States and across the world, then we're doing the right thing, and we are progressives. So what we have here is a fundamental argument about what progressive means. Is progressive doing what Nike does and saying that Black Lives Matter? Or is progressive making the lives of Nike's and Amazon's workers better? The bottom 90% of the economy has been getting fucked for a long time, and we all need to stand up together against that, and then we'll see all the possible problems that are rooted in economic injustice.
Yep.
He could be talking to TYT and Sam Cedar and Nomiki Konst and Emma Vigeland right there. But this asshole is Tom Williams, is another propagandist cuck that's trying to get a job at MSNBS, I believe. So
Right.
that's I like the way
That's the bottom line.
I like the way Hal articulated. You know, you can pick apart his meaning of the Green New Deal and everything else, but that aside, what he said was pretty right on, don't you think?
Yeah, and I don't always agree with everything Hal says, but for the most part, yeah,
he makes some salient points there, and we're not out to cancel anybody except the aforementioned 3 or 4 that I've got. They can go to hell.
Well, now I'm going to ask people to choose.
Yeah, here we go. We got a game. All right, everybody. Who's your? Go ahead.
Who is your shit lib of the year award going to go to? Let's see. Some of my favorites. There's Vosh, and there's Jinx, and then there is that Joy Reid. Yeah, it's Joy Reid. Neera Tanden, Whoopi Goldberg. Who is number 7?
Keith Olbermann.
Yep. 8 is
Billy Maher.
9 is Anna Kasparian. 10, Alyssa Milano. 11, Rachel Maddow. 12, our favorite here at the Beauty and the Beast, Ryan Grimm. 13, Sam Cedar. Who's 14?
I can't tell. It looks like an everyday face.
Right. 15, of course, a home favorite is John Cusack.
Yeah.
16, who's 16?
Don't know.
17, isn't that the commentator for TYT?
That's what's his face. That's
Yeah.
that's Ben Dixon.
Ben Dixon, yeah. 18, not sure who that is.
And
19, of course, AOC, and then who's 20?
I don't know.
Is that the Black Lives Matter founder chick?
I could be. Yeah. My question is, do I have to just pick one?
Okay, so hear me out. I'm not picking any, but I'm picking a subcategory of these people. Now, I pick out those who claim to be independent, everyday citizen journalists, because to me, in my mind, it's worse for them to be out there pushing this propaganda, state narrative bullshit, just so that way they're auditioning so they can sell out, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I'm going to give you my top 5, I guess.
Okay.
There'd probably be 10. I'm going to say Uyghur, Tanden.
Yeah.
Kasparian, of course. Alyssa Milano, Sam Cedar.
Come on, Maddow's in there.
Oh, Maddow.
Whoopi's
Maddow, Whoopi, Maddow. I just can't do it. It's just, I cannot.
Oberman's in there.
I can't do it. It's just like they're all just horrible. The biggest disappointment in the bunch to me is Whoopi Goldberg. I mean, what happened to Guinan, man, with Star Trek? Did she not read her script well enough to remember the wisdom and the everything that she? Oh, she's an actor. Never mind. That brings me to asshole number 15, John Cusack. Now, I told the chat last week, everybody that I was on here, that I was going to send the Freedom of the Press Foundation a letter. I did, and I was going to take pictures. Well, I got them down on the deck. So,
oh yeah, it's in Hollywood.
If you were going to pick one that you despise the most out of the bunch of the men and the female, the women or the men, who are you going to pick?
I'm going to say Alyssa Milano. If I have to pick one,
Okay.
she's the one, maybe Neera Tanden. Those two are such vile human beings that just crawl under my skin with their just hypocrisy and stupidity. The only thing Deborah Messing is missing.
Yeah,
That's
Deborah
another one.
Messing's missing. Yeah, she should be on there
Deborah
too.
Messing.
Yeah.
Where's David Dole?
He's missing, and I know that some people still follow David, but he's joined forces with the shitlib, the shitlibs here. I don't care. I haven't canceled him, but I don't watch his stuff too much anymore because he kind of exposed himself. So I want a runner-up award for the dumbest in the sense of really, guys, Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian. Abso-frickin-lutely. I can't believe that they're doubling and tripling down on the horse shit they're trying to sell. And not about Jimmy. It's not about Jimmy. It's about everything else. Yeah. And, of course...
it doesn't have shit to do with Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's about the stuff they try to report on.
Yeah, and Sam Cedar, of course, is my favorite train wreck of social media, mass media. It has been for a long time. So... AO Cuck, AOC, AO Cuck, can't stand her, vote her the hell out. I hate being betrayed, and Obama still has...
we didn't vote her in, the CIA
We didn't. And Obama still has not stopped by to pick the knives up out of my back that he left there. So we've got, we're moving right along.
So moving right along, I had to bring this clip of the ladies of The View and how they've always treated Donald Trump. And so you want to know who's responsible for the rise of these? Yeah, it's the Neil.
I'm going to vomit. This is this is rough. Is that Barbara Wawa?
Oh, yeah, they're making out.
Tell you who's mad, Donald Trump. Joy said the guy wears a tube.
He says that it's his own hair. So I believe him because I believe Donald. He's an upstanding American. Yeah. But America doesn't believe him. We've gotten, a letter poured in yesterday. Asking, is that really his hair?
Oh, my God.
Okay, you ready? Come in. Just check it out.
No, it's true. It's real.
It's not very pretty, but it's real.
How did it feel like when they really attack you and they do a hair
Well, they
joke?
really
Your
are.
daughter was in
the
the
hair I'm
audience.
used to. Excuse me, you attack my hair all the time. I got used to. You were worse than they were.
I stopped.
No, you were worse than they were. And you know what, Barbara? You know what? Look,
It's real.
It's really mine. You know, it's like.
Things together over the years.
She is very sexy, I want to tell you.
He knows how to get to me.
Strange thing has happened over the last couple of years called Twitter. And I have this account with millions of people.
Right.
And I've got all these, and I used to say I want to own a newspaper. This is better.
Are you a Bertha, Donald?
Okay. Something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh, my God.
3 pounds and
Donnie, I love you.
Donald,
I'm telling
I love
you.
you too. I think that's the biggest pile of dog mess I've heard in ages.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add president of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
I think the country is doing so badly, they want somebody that's going to help it. I think the country is never been in a position like it is right now. It's being ripped off by every nation, every intelligent nation in the world, whether it's China. They're taking our jobs, they're making all our product, and then they loan us back the money, we pay them interest.
That is
Whether
crazy.
it's OPEC, which is, I mean, they're having a field day right now. I think people want somebody now that's going to protect them and protect this country, because we're not going to be a great country for long if we keep going the way we're going right now.
If you, they all clap him. Did you see Whoopi?
Yeah. Yeah. I love you too, but.
What? Yeah, this is just gross. But does she feel responsible at all because of the fucking years of platforming him?
Well, I don't know.
No, of course not, because we live in a fucking scripted Truman Show that's a cartoon, and this is all just a script.
No, you asked me, does she feel? I don't know if she feels. I don't know if she really feels in her heart of hearts, because they're so scripted, and TDS is taking over their brains. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them anymore. Yeah. And go ahead.
No, go ahead, finish.
No, any of these folks that I have accused of having TDS, you do. I'm not even going to argue, because it's apparent with your tweets, with your monologues, everything else. Your brain is broken. If you're still talking about Donald Trump right now, there's something wrong with you. And they're going to say, well, we're worried about him coming back in 24. Get off of it. Let's start talking about policy. If you start talking about policy in a real sincere way and really pushing for policy, you don't have to worry about him coming back in 2024. But like I've said many a time on this show, the Democrats are going to get slaughtered starting in 22 and 24. That should be the end of the Democratic Party as a leadership group. They have fucked up so bad ever since the Biden administration has taken over. All this gaslighting that they're doing is ridiculous. Show me the facts. Show me the proof of what they've actually done for the public. My God, we're still in dire straits. Everything's falling apart. So you're going to have to carry me away. So
Okay, so go ahead and hit play on this, and I'll sing us away.
Right here?
Yep.
Is that what? Okay, this is. I love this.
Do you know your name?
Or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, a banana, fan, and a foe. And then I say the name again with an F.
Is that Anne Margaret?
No, that's Jessica Lange.
That was Jessica Lange singing that?
Yeah.
Wow, Banana Fana Fofana. I love that. That was when I was a kid back in the 20s. So the 20s. Was it the 20s? Anyway, I added something to your segment here. But what are you talking about? What's going on, man?
Oh, let's see. So chips not made by Frito-Lay. If you followed us last week, we reported how Frito-Lay is making its employees work 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, suicide shifts where they get off at 7 o'clock in the morning, have to return by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They have no time with their families, and of course they're underpaid and not getting proper, breaks.
Yeah, no, and this is not unique to just Frito-Lay. What can you say, Amazon?
Oh hell yeah!
Can you say?
We've been screaming at Amazon forever.
Say all these slave companies, Wally World, the rest of them. It's just different levels of horrendous things. And I've got to point out the minors have been suffering like this for decades. Yeah. And before they wouldn't, stop making them use kids. It's the adults, and they're killing them all. Our friend Bernie Sanders says Frito-Lay made more than $4.2 billion in sales last year, but they can't be bothered to provide fair wages and safe working conditions. I don't think so. I stand with the workers on strike in Topeka. It takes enormous courage to stand up and fight back. I applaud you. And that's from the Washington Post. Frito-Lay workers on strike in Topeka citing forced overtime and 84-hour work weeks. All I want to say is, Bernie, where's the beef, brother? You can do all this imaging. You can tweet all you want. But when it comes down to it, you are just tweeting, just like the rest of the shit libs. And I blame you for bending the knee to the establishment again. They must have had your grandchildren over a volcano. So go ahead and, do all the projection you want. And I appreciate what you started. But when you start something, damn it, you better have the guts and the integrity to finish it. And to me, he didn't finish it. He did not finish it.
He's just a feeble old man to me now. He did. He lost his courage.
Yeah, he did. He did. And,
he had it. He had it. It was within his grasp. He could have had it.
He could have had it. He could have fought bit to the bitter end. But he didn't. They told him, we don't want you to be a martyr here now. So you can do this, and we'll let you push your shit, but we're going to regulate it. So that's the way it is. Now, you fixed this.
No, I think Linda did this. It's beautiful.
Oh, Linda, you did such a good job. Look at that. She fixed it.
I just threw a crappy tweet up there, or meme up there, and she made it all beautiful.
Oh, go ahead, and that's yours.
Okay, so this is a poem wrote by a worker on a Rubbermaid tote lid. So it says, "Boss made $1, I made a dime. That was a poem from a simpler time. Now boss makes 1,000 and gives us a cent, while he's got the employees who can't pay their rent. So when boss makes $1 million and the workers make jack, that's when we'll riot and take our lives back. Hashtag working class solidarity."
Yep. And that's not communism, folks. That's working class solidarity against the modern day robber barons. And I want to thank Linda. And that's our friend from Game of Thrones right there. So I love that hair. Can I have that hair, Mommy, for Christmas?
That is good hair.
That is good hair. So I'd have to have the young body to go with it. I think I fail. I better stick to the professor hair here. So that was great. That looks great, Linda. That's exactly the kind of thing that we get with people helping with our production. So
you get Oz likes hair.
yeah, I love hair. I'm a hair guy. And I think being bald was the worst thing that life has done to me, and if that's the worst thing, I'm in pretty good shape compared to most people.
But hey, you know what? You're reveling in it. So
yeah, I know. I'm owning it.
You're owning it.
This blew my shit away this week, and this was once again where we doubled up. So I just got rid of mine and let you have this. You want to talk about this?
So this is a Burger King. Where was this?
Yeah, I think Kansas. Kansas
I want to
City.
say it was Kansas, like Topeka or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, it says, "We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience." And it says, "What if we all quit until they paid us?" Right?
Yeah, and this is no shit. They did. They did quit, except for a couple of the foremen or whatever the managers on site, and
managers.
They ended up firing them too. So they just brought in other people to run it, but they couldn't even. Nobody was working. They just said no way. It was hot. It was unsafe. It was just horrible. So I think this is quite novel that they changed this. We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience. I want to see this happen with the general strike. This is what we need to do. Take this as one of the templates of many that we should use. We want a general strike. We want a general strike. And if you want a better standard of living, if you want to help save the planet, if you want to stop this, what did we call it? Income and wealth disparity, which is just plain out theft. We have got to strike. And this is what we said the other night. Networking together, supporting Medicare for All, supporting Force the Vote, supporting actual representatives that do the job they said they were going to do. And people just, in general, that's what's going to take. So we're hoping to have a general strike within the next 12 months, I hope. We need one tomorrow. So that's just
We've
where
been pushing one for many years.
Yeah, but they've been bullshitting the public, and that's it. What do we got here? Oh, you got a nice quote here from Brother Matt.
Taibbi. Yeah. Matt Taibbi says, conspiracy theorists of the world believed in hidden hands of the Rothschilds, the Masons, and the Illuminati. We skeptics owe you an apology. You were right. The players may be a little different, but your basic premise is correct. The world is a rigged game. Matt Taibbi.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brother Matt. I'm using the brother from Cornell West. He's the one that always talks about brothers. I'm going to try and find the tips over at Rockfin again, the super chats. Hunter C. Hey. William M. Nina is currently #1 shitlib. You know what? Good point there. Good point there, William. I don't think you're going to get too much There's just so many to choose from, and they're all rotten. They're dirty rats. They're just, and I could sit here and call them all the names of the book, but actually, they are what they are. So thank you for the super raise. It's always appreciated on Beauty and the Boomer. Thank you, Brother Pasta. We have one here that I particularly enjoyed this. This was fun. Are you playing there, Chanda? What the hell is that? This is great.
In cages. Migrant facility for children. She smiles.
She smiles.
Just rename it.
It's
all language.
Yes, yeah. It's all language. All right. Now it's time for our Steve Cutler Live. And this is kind of special because brother Jim K. Jim K added this. What do you call this? This is a Moog or an organ or something, but he switched it up and added it to it. So Brother Steve Cutler Live. This is cool because we're having our peeps do different things and bring different things to the show while highlighting our sisters and brothers. I think this is great. But stick around because we've got Pat the Batman fans partner, Jamie Kuhn. She's going to be doing the Pat the Batman fan tonight. She's got a great voice. But let's check out Brother Steve, and thank you, Jim K., for sending this in.
Help him if you got him.
Well, I'm broke down on East St. Louis on a Kansas City line, and I drunk up all my money that I borrowed at the time. When I fell down at the Derby, and the night's as black as crow, must have been a train took you away from me, but a train can't bring me home. What made my dreams so hollow? I was standing there at the depot with a steeple full of swallows that could never ring the bell. And I'm sorry for what I've done, and I'm out here on my own. It must have been a train took you away from me, but a train can bring me home. Must have been a train took you away from me, but a train can bring me home. Bring me home. Must have been a train took you away from me, but a train can bring me home.
Thank
Beautiful.
you. Yeah, nice. Thank you, Brother Jim K., for that. And I want to thank Steve again for his excellent dulcet tones and his wonderful guitar playing. Thank you so much, Steve Cutler. And again, we appreciate the cross support in our chats on all things, from marches to music to just about anything. I want to give everything, artwork, beautiful Lucky Burritos artwork. And I want to give a special shout out to Peaches there, giving Steve a kiss down there in the corner.
Peaches.
I love Peaches too. Peaches is so cool.
I had one named Captain Jack, and he was my soul. And I'm heartbroken because I don't know what happened.
I'm broke down on East St.
We're gonna have an encore? I don't think so. We are gonna move. We are gonna move over here. If you get a chance, check this out. Chris Hedges knocked it out of the park again. Bless the traders. Chris Hedges Brother Chris is fan-frickin-tastic. He's on point so much, and I know that that's Shanda's boyfriend. Yeah, but he talks about Daniel Hale, an active duty Air Force intelligence analyst, stood in the Occupy encampment in Zuccotti Park in 2011. In his military uniform, he held up a sign that read, "Free Bradley Manning," who had not yet announced her transition. It was a singular act of conscience. Few in uniform had the strength to replicate. Now they're going to put him away for 11 years from what I've read. And I want you, please check out just Chris Hedges, and that is sheerpost.com. And I think I got this from Common Dreams. Consortium News. And let me do something. I'm going to try it here because I had somebody say, well, put the damn link in the rundown. I don't do that in the rundown anymore, but what I can do is I put it in the Roar Media live stream. So Consortium News, that's a great article. Read it and just let the eyeballs start bleeding like mine did when I read it. Once again, the injustices perpetrated by our people in the armed services are unconscionable, not to mention murdered and cannon fodder for profit, and that's it. Let's swing back over to the entertainment segment, and let's bring in Sister Jamie Kuhn. This lady has
This is a treat, you guys.
beautiful voice. This is great. Jamie Kuhn, this is Pat, the Batman fan's partner. Wonderful, wonderful voice. Just fantastic. Enjoy.
You can look at the menu, but you just can't eat. You can feel the cushion, but you can't have a seat. Can dip your foot in the pool, but you can't have a swim. You can feel the punishment, but you can't commit the sin. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone. Wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. You can live in a mansion, but you just can't live in it. You're the fastest runner, but you're not allowed to win. Some break the rules and let you cut the cost. The insecurity is the thing that won't get lost. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. You can see the summit, but you can't reach it. It's the last piece of the puzzle, but you can't make it fit. Doctor says you're cured, but you still feel the pain. Aspirations in the clouds, but your hopes go down the drain. And you want her, and she wants you. We want everyone, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. No one ever is to
Beautiful.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
I
What
love
a
her voice.
talented lady. Beautiful voice. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Pat and Jamie. Jamie, Pat.
Yes.
Just keep bringing them, and we have no problem, Pat. Bring your great music and satire songs, and please bring Jamie too. And anybody else out there that would like to bring some artisan content, singing or otherwise, just send it to roarmedialive@gmail.com. We'd love to have it on the show. Like I said, we want to make these shows on Saturday night kind of a break from the what would we call this? The spray of the shitty news that we get during the week,
Right,
and
all week.
look at it. Sometimes a funny, sometimes a sad way,
Not,
bittersweet. But we just want to switch it up and find our place. And we've got one that's right here. I picked this up. Was it last night? I'm hoping this is a good thing. I mean, it looks like it possibly could be. You know, city of Portland, that little Beirut of a town there, Chanda, that's,
what did they call it? A liberal shithole?
a liberal shithole. Well, the city of Portland on Friday released a list of dozens of city-owned properties that may be developed into villages for those who are experiencing homelessness.
Good.
Full list included. This is from KION.com. And if you want to check it out, just go over to Twitter and type in KOIN, Portland, Oregon, and you'll be able to get this story. The tweet was from Jennifer Dowling. And I hope there's not a bunch of bullshit strings attached, because we need to help our sisters and brothers who are not as privileged and fortunate as we are, living in our mobile homes and other places.
I know, right?
Yeah,
and we know it, though. We know how privileged we are.
We
to
are.
have a mobile home.
Yeah, I'm dead serious on that. We are.
I'm thankful for my little tin can.
Yeah, so am I. I love mine too. Now, if I can get the mouse to work, I'll be real happy.
Oh,
Let's see what I got
Dead
here.
mouse.
Dead mouse. Okay, this was fun. Chanda.
I think this is another one I got from Miss King. It says, here's to those of us who will close out 2021 with intact human DNA.
Oh my God. What are you trying to say there? Never mind. Never mind. Don't
not
say
implying
it.
anything.
Don't say it. And what's this?
This one's been a good one this week. If Britney Spears' father's conservatorship upsets you, just wait until you realize you're in a conservatorship with your government.
Oh, no shit. We've been that way for decades. I have to say. And what would be Beauty and the Boomer without a United Spot? What's this one?
What's some United Spot? This one's cute.
This one's cute. Okay. All right. Let's have. They get pretty out there. So
sometimes they do.
All right. Let's go.
Freestones. Meet the Freestones. They're a product of insanity.
Well, America, it's only been 7 months. I'm doing great. You know, Kamala, I was thinking. You know what, Kamala? You don't always have to laugh every time. You love to hear me laugh. I have never heard anyone say that. Ever. Hey, Dad. Yeah, honey? I want to be pregnant. You want to be pregnant? Yeah, Dad. I want to be pregnant.
Jesus.
Oh, man, I'm so happy. I'm going to be a grandmother. America needs to be more like Cuba, okay?
Here you go, Joe.
Hey, come on, man. What's all this?
It's your 10% from Hunter's Paintings. Big guy.
Oh, man, this is too easy. And here I was thinking that money laundering was against the law. Hey, have you seen Hunter? That depends on what you mean by see.
Well, it's really simple. I just wanted to know if you've seen him.
I've seen Hunter many times.
No, I'm asking if you've seen him because I need to talk to him about this $500,000 painting I just bought.
I haven't seen Hunter, but I haven't been to Paris either.
Wait, what?
So, can we make marijuana legal or what?
So I'm going to have to circle back to that because I've been extremely busy spying on Facebook profiles looking for misinformation. The Green New Deal is like the best. This is so much better than using gas.
All right, Joe. Time to take your test.
Oh, man, I forgot how to take a test.
Are you ready, Joe?
Oh, man, do I take that test out for dinner or I don't know what's going on.
I've only been painting for like 3 days, but I've already made more money than Picasso.
Okay, so like if we combine Cuba with America, we could totally call it Cubica, right?
All right, so question 1 is what's your name? Yeah, I'll get back to that one. Question 2 is what color is an orange? Oh, man, let me see. I know this one.
The answer is orange.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Never mind who I am. Just listen to what I said.
Did you say you want me to whistle? I prayed?
No, I said listen to what I said.
Oh, hey, come on, man. I mean, why would I do that? I just shaved last night.
Oh, this is going to be harder than I thought.
People, ignore what I'm doing and arrest Donald
Okay, so like if we make America Cuba, then all of our Green New Deal dreams will come true. All right, everybody, I got some great news. What's your good news, Joe? Hunter is pregnant.
Oh, shit.
I ain't never had no kids. Did you just say that Hunter's pregnant? Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I said. Can you believe it? A vice president never had no kids. Hey, are you guys gonna like throw me a baby shower? Yeah, you're gonna get the best baby shower that 10% can buy.
All right. That was
What the little mini George Soros was hilarious.
Yeah, that was and okay, we have another contest. I just made it up just a second. Who was the little guy that George Soros was in that? Who was what was the name of the character on
I don't know the name.
I knew it right off the bat because when I was growing up that was the #1 cartoon.
What is it?
Anybody want to guess in the chat before I give it? We'll give it a couple of minutes, but don't cheat. Don't cheat because I know what it is. Don't cheat. Just start. Come on. Throw a name out there real quick. I'm watching you guys. It takes about 60 seconds to get around there. That was a good one. I love that, Chanda. That was so funny. What do we got here?
Modern education, creating people smart enough to repeat what they're told and follow orders and dumb enough to think that makes them smarter than everybody else.
Okay, is that the Democratic Party or the Republican Party? 220, 221, whatever it takes. Shit. Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the show and we're under 2 hours so far. That's good.
Yeah.
We've got Stoner Corner. Stoner Corner.
Let's see. No one has ever smoked as much weed as me, says Miley Cyrus. And 2 most stolen items in the world, a pin and a lighter. I gotta say, I'm a lighter thief.
There you go. I used to, when I was in grocery retail, box cutters coming out my ears.
Box cutters
if
too,
somebody were to raid my house and go out in my shop, they'd probably think they'd arrest me for having too many box cutters. What are you doing with these box cutters?
We used to joke about that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, we have a winner. Cirrus over on the Natural Progressive. It was the great, not kazoo. I think you meant to say gazoo. Great Gazoo.
Yeah, that's what
yep,
Jenna
Sirius,
said.
1976, the Great Gazoo. Who else? Jenna Colby's got it. Who else? Fred's boss. Yeah, might as well, A-Rim. Speaking of Bam Bam, no, not Bam Bam. Not Bam Bam. Good try, though. I want to run over to and see what we got. We got some Super Rays over there. Let me see. A-Rim got a very nice Super Ray. Thank you so much, A-Rim. A-Rim, like I said before, one of my fans. A-Rim, I'm one of A-Rim's fans. So,
right.
And I have so many because all of you, I'm fans of all of you supporting us. I'm not kidding because I see so many of you in so many of the different show chats, and I just appreciate your support. And we have Kamshwari Kate, another super Ray, traveling back to Canada with my Joey's coffee and a small hand grinder for fresh coffee at my hotel room. We're so happy that you like it, Kamshwari Kate. Please make sure you use good water that's not city chlorinated and run it through twice. You get a nice, good cup of coffee out of the beginning, and then you have a lighter cup after that. It stretches it out. It's so good.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget they can run their coffee grinds twice, especially in the siphon system. So
I don't with any other coffee, but with Joey's, it's so good that I'm gonna squeeze every little drop out of it. So I always do it.
Yeah, and the dandelion tea is a hit. Matter of fact, our sister Linda Anthony, who is one of our 2 new production people, just got her order and sounds like she likes it. Thank you, Linda, again for helping Joey's Coffee and our fams out. And like I said, that dandelion tea, that will straighten you up when you feel a little down. So please use that. I have, I want to say...
J9, welcome.
J9, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while, J9. We hope everything's going well. I want to give our other production assistant a shout out. Hunter C. She's been busy with our brother P this week, so we hope to see you, Hunter C. This week, we're going to be doing some more video
Hunter C,
editing work.
Brother P.
Hunter C, Brother P, Sister Fee, Johnny 2. Yeah, that's
all right.
that's how I roll here. Well, we've got one more here before
he's
we
rhyming.
we get one more here before we get into. Did you do the? Yeah, this is. Let me see.
We're at dance off. It's dance off time.
Is it dance off time
It's
already?
dance-off
Oh
time.
my
You can't
God!
get to go backwards.
Dance off time. I'm time warping backwards in time. Honestly, I had a different tile for this, but I lost it. I will bring it next week. But I still like Adam and that other young lady right there.
Oh, yeah, the
Adam, supermodel, whatever.
Super legs.
Too skinny. Scare me. But that's the only reason you can pick her up. She's so tiny. So anyway, we have a special dance off today. I was gonna bring another one, but Chanda insisted I bring this one this week because it was what did you say? It was very unique and very very entertaining. I think she meant it funny as shit. I hope. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure Oz has got this week, guys.
Yeah, and
nothing I can do. He
yeah,
flat out beats me.
I think I'm out of frame here, so I'm gonna take it up to the
I
other one.
concede. It's just that good.
It's just that good. No, it's not that good. So here we go. Let's check it out. We're tied this week because I thought I lost last week and I won, and we were one up on me. So we're tied going into this, right?
Yeah, we are tied. And yeah, you made a comeback because I was way ahead of you.
Yeah, you were 3 ahead of me, and thanks to our chat, and they recognize talent when they see it. Yeah,
so
a lot of talent. But anyway, this week I usually have gone first for the last 3 weeks since I was behind. So this week, Chanda is going to go first, and here we go. This is Chanda, the dance-off. Get your ballots ready.
Soy como un lollipop cuando quiere poner stop. La nena siempre está en top para darle duro a ese candy perreo. Porque esta noche es para que se rompa el suelo.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That was nice. You really got
That was nice.
Got down. You had the moves there.
I
All
did
right.
have the moves.
Let's see what Oz is bringing you. Before he does,
Yeah.
see if you can pick out the 2 ladies that are in this video with him. And one of them I know you're going to pick out easily, but we have a surprise guest performing with Oz tonight in this, so take a look. All right, one more time, Chanda. We can get it
Soy
together.
como un lollipop cuando quiere poner stop. La nena siempre está en top para darle duro a ese candy perreo. Porque esta noche es para que se rompa el suelo.
And
I love the tattoos.
I do too. And Oz. Now, what would you call that? Angry dim sum or something? Or what the hell? That's angry dim sum, I think. That's Oz, and so
I was so confused on that day of shooting. I don't know.
yeah, I think so. It is kind of confusing. All right, so who okay. I got 2 votes over on the
Ooh, Chanda. I see Chanda.
Oh, come on.
Oz tied. Oh, we got a tie.
Oz. I got 2 votes on Rockfin. I got 1 J9 Campbell's over there on the Roar Media. Let's see. Let's go back to Rockfin. It's getting close, Steve. Angry Foe. Yeah, William, that's that Vietnamese soup bowl. Oz, oh my God. Yeah, I think I got you. Judy Meyer, Oz, I got you again. Damn it. I've won up on you this week. Well,
you were very beautiful with those bows in your hair, so I'm happy. I will be a humble loser.
Oh,
I thank you, Keith. I get a vote.
All right, Keith. Cirrus, votes are still coming. Come on, guys, switch this.
Yeah, you never know. There's been times at the end of the show, all of a sudden.
Yeah, you can catch up. I'll keep an eye on that. It's a close one tonight. Cirrus picked Chanda. Good job, Cirrus. Good job. I'm going to see about fixing the cropping, and hopefully it'll work without crashing the studio. Okay, we're back. Okay, I'm back
Oh
to
yeah,
Jen.
it used to crash when you do that.
Yeah, it used to crash when I did that. So, we're almost out of here, guys.
Thank you over there. I'm getting votes all over.
Oh my God, Keith Hayes, Chanda. It's 5-3 now. All we need is 3 more for Chanda, and she'll take it away. So, yeah, we got that going. We have Hollywood. How all you brought this? Go ahead and explain this.
How Hollywood shows Hollywood, how Hollywood actually is.
No shit. Isn't that sad? That is so sad.
Thanks, A-Ram. Shanda should never lose. You're right.
Yeah, Shanda should never. I'm with you, A-Rim. Shanda should never lose. I'm on Team Shanda, but thank you guys for making it interesting and competitive. We appreciate that. Shanda always wins in my book, so I always support my.
In my
partner.
book too.
Yeah, in her book too. So no shame there. All right, we have a Hollywood we have a Hollywood show this week. And I see there's a couple of items in this Hollywood thing, but I want to clear the air. Last week, I talked about this John Cusack thing. And the sad truth, Julian sided with Trump. In all reality, his position was better for Trump. And let's see, better for Trump to win, expose the rot, a kind of scorched earth revolutionary politics. He had nothing to lose and possibly to gain his freedom, but it was a weak moral bet and massive suffering ensued. And this is John Cusack. He's on the board of the Freedom of the Press Foundation. Are you effing kidding me?
Yeah.
So I said last week, Shanda, you heard me,
I did.
that I would bring receipts and I would write them a letter. So I wrote them a letter, and here's my receipts. This is my submission form that I had to do, and my response is right there. I haven't snail mailed it to him yet, but I'll just print one off and snail mail it to him this week. I'll show you guys the envelope if you like. But I think you guys know me well enough these days that I usually kind of conform to my word as best I can. So here's what I wrote. Good afternoon, Freedom of the Press, comma. This is the title, John Cusack embarrasses Freedom of the Press Foundation. And I said, the sheer hypocrisy of this organization is astounding. Please ask Mr. Cusack to resign immediately. The current practice of the U.S. is gross attacks on whistleblowers, thanks to the Obama, Trump, Clinton, Bush administrations that does not need help of Hollywood artisans. Cusack is not a sincere face of your foundation. His actions blocking anyone who challenges him thoughtfully shows him to be the antithesis of reasonable discourse and courage of conviction and the mission of your foundation. I submit Cusack to be cut from a thin cloth of integrity, living in his Hollywood Crystal Palace, no matter what progressive overtures he has acted out to the public in past appearances. See this video of opinion on attacks on Julian Assange, and I just linked the Jimmy one because it was 7 minutes long and it really covered it in a kind of a humorous way. The hypocrisy of your org to maintain Cusack as a board member is beyond reason. John Cusack, in my opinion, another narcissistic Hollywood egomaniac who is little more than a mental oyster, lacking in courage to face the public when they don't kowtow to his celebrity worship mandate. Sincerely, Oz. And I CC'd Kristen McCudden, Stephanie Sugars, who actually, make sure they go around and check these outfits to see if they're against freedom of the press. Trevor Tim, who I believe was the chair in 2020. I don't know if he is now. Glenn Greenwald, you know that guy. Edward Snowden, another obscure guy from the Pink Floyd. I mean, from whatever. Rainey Reitman, I think she's in charge of marketing, and then there's that guy that nobody knows about, Daniel Ellsberg. Is that okay? Did I do it right, Shanda? Was that?
You are totally walking your talk, and I am so proud of you. Yeah, that was a good fucking burn, and they need to hear this from lots of fucking people.
Yeah.
He has no business there with his opinion on it.
No, if he misspoke himself, I'm going to call bullshit on that because that wasn't misspeaking. That was just TDS gone wild in his head. And I will accept that as an excuse. TDS. He's mentally ill, and I think that in this respect. So that's my opinion. Freedom of the Press Foundation, thank you for contacting us. We'll respond to your message as soon as we can. Well, that was on Tuesday, and it's now Saturday, so they probably got a lot of mail in there.
You know what? I think we're going to have to implement an interstate cross-check into our chats because we have people voting in multiple states.
Really? Have you won?
Keith, did you vote for everybody in multiple chats?
Oh, come on, Keith. Come on. Crone of Anarchy.
Election
Thank you,
integrity,
Crone. I got Oz. I voted for Oz once. Yeah, Keith's messing around with us. So anyway, that's we could call it a draw.
Election rigging. Yeah, it was election rigging.
I'll give you a draw, Chanda. You want a draw?
A draw, okay.
We'll do a
Oh,
draw.
I already conceded to you before it even.
That's all right. Erase that. We'll make it a draw. So we'll still be neck and neck next week. Let's heat it up for next week because it's hot summer nights. Okay, we're gonna heat up the dance off for next week. So who knows what you're gonna get with that one?
Yeah. Okay.
So
there has been somewhere I'm like, no, this is just too racy. I can't do this.
too racy. Okay.
Too racy.
Okay. Tell us about this. What is this?
Oh, so this is Kyle Dunnigan. He's one of the only comedians across the country who's actually making fun of Biden. And the other comedians across the country are calling him out like, yay, bravo, finally somebody's got the courage to step up and actually, make fun of him. That's what comedians have done through history is make fun of leaders. And I got to tell you guys, this one's it's definitely Beauty and the Boomer after dark.
All right. Here we go.
Not for the modest.
Last time with a fresh shrimp of Bell's Drift. If this hat story gets out, I'll be a laughing stock.
Be at my office at 7 p.m. sharp. And don't forget your laptop.
She's what my people would call a turboyenta.
Call Bill Blair. Tell him to get his mouth ready. You just have 24 hours or I'll be forced to broadcast your son's homemade pornos on Disney+. Well, I was born and raised in Scranton, PA. Come on, man, just start the damn bell.
Buenas noches, senorita. I got you this coffee mug with the American balloon on it. It cost $30. I left the tag on it so you can see I'm not a fucking liar.
Where's your laptop?
We'll get to the laptop in due time. But first I have to tell you something really important. I don't have a laptop. But I think I'm falling in love with you, for real.
What?
Don't worry, we'll get through this. Together.
LOC, yeah. You and me together forever, yeah. It's how I want it to be.
Wait, what do you mean you don't have a laptop? Where am I to store all my documents?
I love the way you wear your smile and how you always play with your hair. And I love how smart you are. But what bones me up the most is your feet.
That's sweet.
We're going to do anything, we're together, let's see.
It's still mad about the laptop, though.
But if you don't love me, if you just love better for whatever, it's fine. I'll just say my room is no crack. But before you go, will you take off your shoes and socks and just one time touch the tip of my dick with your feet?
Now there was a still shot in that background that I think was kind of questionable there.
Yeah, but those were his. Those were the real ones.
Okay.
The laptop contents.
All right. If that gets us kicked off of the tubes, I'm blaming you. So
That's okay. I'm working hard trying to get us kicked off.
Yeah, I know you are. That's good. Good job. Good job. Now we're about at the end of the show, guys. So stick around for a few more minutes. But we have a new movie opener announcement video here. And Chanda thought this was probably a little less appropriate than we should normally have. I thought it was a gas. I still can't figure out who's the guy's head is. So
You don't know who that is?
I don't know who that is. Who is that?
That's Shannon, or not Shannon Doherty. I think it'll come to me. It'll come to me.
All right. Anyway, Oz is taking her place tonight.
Oh, so what movie is this from? Oh,
Oh, look at me. I'm all dead. I'm a gross, scary, severed head. Come on, please. Do you know who I am? I'm Miss Teen. Ah!
I know who that is. It's just escaping. I think her last name is Shannon.
It's not Shannon Doherty, is it?
No, it's not Shannon Doherty. It's like, it'll come to me. I know who it is.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it. I still feel kind of like limber in my neck, but anyway, Oz loves to cap on himself. And we have our movie tonight. You want to tell everybody about the movie, and then we'll get out of here.
I think our movie tonight has a special message in it, even though it's dark and creepy.
It is dark and creepy. Linda and I were watching that just a couple of minutes into it this morning. I go, oh, God, here comes Chanda with the dark and creepy again. So check it out. It's not a long movie. It's just a few minutes. So check it out. I really enjoyed the first part of it. I can't wait to see the whole thing.
we can only fly by embracing each other.
That's it. Takes a village today more than ever. Remember, the climate is killing us all. So if you can live on money after we've destroyed the planet, more power to you. But we're gonna we're gonna do something about it. That was really creepy and cool at the same time.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you,
was.
thank
Good
you
message.
so much, Chanda. You always bring the creep. I love.
I try.
I love it. I love it. What the hell is this? Is this what drink is this?
Well, I couldn't find anything for fashion, so I brought a pickled lemonade.
A pickled lemonade. Does that work? Does that really work?
That's the actual thing. It's pickled lemonade.
You know what? Now that I think about it, being that I do some fancy cooking, that probably would work. Bread and butter, pickles,
Yeah.
and lemonade.
Yep.
I bet you that's pretty good, actually.
Apparently it is.
Huh. Gonna have to try
I would
that.
drink it.
I'm gonna have to try that. We're heading out now. We made it about 2 hours here. So that's good. That's what we want to do. We want to do the 2 hour ones, not the 2 hours and 3 hours and 4 hours. So Beauty and the Boomer merch store. And we're going to be adding some more stuff this week or next week, Shannon?
I started working on it yesterday morning. I just wasn't feeling my vibe.
It'll be there when it gets there.
I know.
So
When I get creative, I get into it. but
we'll be there when it
We'll
gets
get
there.
new stuff. We will.
Yeah, and then, oh, yes, this is Chanda wanted to give a word to everybody here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you to everybody who has contributed to my GoFundMe to get me to the Medicare for All march over in Seattle, because I live 3 hours away from Seattle. So it takes me a little bit. But not only that, you guys are helping me gear up tech-wise. I have started accumulating a pack now so I can get out on the ground and do interviews. And, I have to get mics and adapters and all the tech I need for it. So thank you so much. You guys can find the Linktree link in the rundown, I believe, below, that has all of the links to everything. Joey's Coffee, it has all of our donation links, and it also has our merch store, and it has links to various shows and things that we're working on.
All right, we want to go out with remembering what are we going to do next Saturday? March for Medicare, right? What are we going to do next Saturday? March for Medicare. So
Well, I won't be here next Saturday.
Yeah.
No Beauty and the Boomer next Saturday, because I'm going to be on the ground with Miss Amber King in Seattle. And so you'll get lots of live streams for us, but we've got a special treat because I'm going to go over a day early, and Amber and I are going to do a Brave New Future next Friday night together.
So yeah, you're going to have a special Brave New Future.
Yeah.
And Oz is going to be pulling out the few hairs that he has left on his head Saturday, trying to restream stuff. And it's not just from Washington State. I'm hopefully going to be restreaming stuff from California and Washington, D.C., and so many other places. All they have to do is send me their streams, and I will show them to you at certain points throughout the day. So looking
I'm
forward to
excited
that.
about L.A. I'm excited because I think L.A.'s got Tara Reid.
Yeah.
New York's got some awesome people. I mean, everywhere there's awesome people, but you pick choose your ones you want to hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reverend Annie. Yeah, I don't know where
Reverend
she's at.
Annie, yeah.
DC. She's probably DC. I want to hear her.
Yeah, and I want to give a quick shout out to the Super Rays over on Rockfin. We had some more come in. Misha Key.
you.
Is it Key? Q-I is Key. Thank you, Misha, with question marks. Maybe couldn't decide who won the dance off. Thank you, Misha Key. Very thoughtful. And Anna Maris. Was it by design that Shanda's dress changes colors with every scene? Question mark. She said that's brilliant. So thank you, Anna Maris. I'm one of your fans there too, Anna Maris. We appreciate your support here, and we see you supporting other shows of our sisters and brothers. Thank you all. And do we have any more announcements other than the following week, Beauty and the Boomer will be on Friday night, right?
Yeah. Next Friday is Brave New Future, then No Beauty and the Boomer, and then the next week, Friday night, we'll have a special Friday night edition of Beauty and the Boomer.
Okay, and Saturday you are completely unavailable, and I cannot do this show without my beauty. And I am just a boomer, and I would bore the living shit out of you guys. So,
yeah, we had an unexpected death in the family, so I got to
sorry.
save that weekend.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we are going to head out now. And you had this song in the hopper for a few weeks now. You want to tell us about it?
Well, I'm a huge Queensryche fan, and I try to pick songs that either the lyrics have something to do with what we're living through, or they relate, or I try to make them meaningful. This one's a little bit slower than we normally do, but this guy does an amazing job of replicating Jeff Tate's voice. And if you've ever followed Queensryche or heard them, he has a very distinct, very good, high pitched, hard to hit voice. And I just love the words of this song. Is anybody listening? I mean, we've been screaming it for ever, what's happening, what's coming, and it's here and it's getting worse, and it's just the engine's revving. Anybody listening?
Yep. And this is a great song to go out with. Quick shout out, Steve Cutler Live. Free Assange necklaces, Lucky Burrito at myshop.com. Please check out Lucky Burrito's art is fantastic. Thank you so much. Don't forget about the Break Free by Queen. Yes, don't let me forget about that. I wrote it down. I got it on last week's note. Break Free by Queen.
Okay, I'll find it.
Yeah,
I'm the digger. I do.
William M. So, yes, hearts to everybody. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Monday for the dive.
For the dive.
For the dive. Have a great one.
And we'll have wipies, I promise.
We'll have plenty of wipies, I think.
We'll have wipies.
We'll have wipies. Bye.
You and I long live like when upon the water. If we close our eyes, we maybe realize there's more to life than what we have known. And I can't believe I spent so long living lies I knew were wrong inside. I've just begun to see the light. time so near, you can almost taste the freedom. Warm wind from the south, poised to sail, and we'll be gone by morning. This will all seem like a dream if I don't return to sing the song. Maybe just as well, I've seen the news, and there's not much I can do.